Hey everyone! Tucked between the giants Argentina and Brazil, there's a little country you might not have heard much about, Uruguay. Don't let its size fool you. This place has a history that's packed with surprises. We're talking indigenous tribes, European takeovers, dictators, and democracy. Get ready for a wild ride through Uruguayan history with cowboys, parties, and maybe even some cows. It is South America after all. Way before Europeans showed up, Uruguay was home to different groups of native people like the Charrua, Chana, and Guarani. These tribes had their own unique cultures, languages, and ways of life. They were deeply connected to the land and the rivers, which provided them with everything they needed. They lived peacefully, hunting, fishing, and probably wondering, what are those weird boats doing way out there? The rivers were their lifelines, and they had a profound understanding of the natural world around them. Then, the Europeans arrived, with their fancy hats, and even fancier ideas about taking land that wasn't theirs. The arrival of these strangers marked the beginning of a dramatic and often tragic transformation for the native people. In 1516, a Spanish explorer, Juan Díaz de Solís, became the first European to see what we now call Uruguay. He was leading an expedition in search of new territories and riches driven by the promise of glory and wealth. Let's just say the first meeting wasn't exactly friendly. The native people were understandably wary of these newcomers who brought with them strange customs and unknown intentions. Spoiler alert. It didn't end well for Solís. His encounter with the indigenous people turned violent, leading to his untimely death. This tragic event was just the beginning of a long and tumultuous history between the native people and the European colonizers. Despite the initial conflicts, the native people of Uruguay left a lasting legacy. Their cultural artifacts, such as tools, pottery, and other items, provide a glimpse into their rich and vibrant history. Today, the descendants of these indigenous groups continue to honor their heritage, preserving the traditions and stories of their ancestors. The landscape of modern Uruguay still bears the marks of its ancient inhabitants, reminding us of the deep roots that run through this land. Through historical reenactments, educational programs, and cultural festivals, the story of Uruguay's first inhabitants and their encounters with European explorers is kept alive. These efforts ensure that the history of these early encounters is not forgotten but rather remembered and respected for generations to come. When the Europeans showed up, they started a centuries-long fight over who got to control Uruguay. Spain and Portugal, those famous land grabbers, just couldn't agree. Spain built Montevideo, Uruguay's future capital, in 1726, hoping to stay in charge, but Portugal kept trying to take over. All this back and forth led to agreements, wars, and more agreements. It's enough to make your head spin. By the early 1800s, Uruguayans, like a lot of other Latin American colonies, were tired of being controlled by other countries. They wanted freedom. The people of Uruguay, inspired by the winds of change sweeping across Latin America, began to dream of a nation where they could govern themselves, free from the shackles of European colonial powers. The desire for independence was not just a fleeting thought. It was a burning passion that united people from all walks of life. Farmers, merchants, and intellectuals alike yearned for a future where they could determine their own destiny. That's where José Gervasio Artigas comes in, Uruguay's national hero and a guy who loved a good revolution. Artigas was more than just a military leader. He was a visionary who believed in the principles of liberty and equality. He rallied the people with his charismatic leadership and strategic brilliance. His vision was not just limited to Uruguay but extended to the idea of a united Latin America, free from foreign domination. Artigas's influence was profound, and his legacy would inspire generations to come. Artigas and his cowboy crew fought against Spain and its neighbors. These brave fighters, known as gauchos, were the backbone of the revolutionary forces. They were skilled horsemen and fierce warriors who knew the land like the back of their hands. The battles they fought were not just physical confrontations, but also ideological struggles for the soul of the nation. The gauchos' resilience and determination were instrumental in the fight for independence. After a long and tough fight, Uruguay finally declared its independence in 1825. The declaration was a monumental achievement, marking the end of years of struggle and the beginning of a new era. The joy and pride felt by the people were immeasurable. Celebrations erupted across the country as the dream of a free and independent Uruguay became a reality. The declaration was not just a political statement but a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Uruguayan people. Being a new country wasn't easy, but hey, at least they were free. The challenges were immense, from building a stable government to fostering economic growth. Yet the spirit of independence fueled their efforts. The people of Uruguay were determined to create a nation that reflected their values and aspirations. They faced numerous obstacles, but their newfound freedom gave them the strength to persevere. The journey of building a nation was just beginning, and the future held endless possibilities. The 1900s were a roller coaster for Uruguay. Good times, bad times, everything in between. Politics were messy, with military takeovers and social unrest. But through it all, Uruguayans never gave up. They fought for their democracy and finally got it back in 1985. Talk about never giving up. Today, Uruguay is a thriving democracy with a good quality of life. They love their traditions, from the passionate tango dance to their special drink, mate. And boy, are they proud of their soccer team, which has won the World Cup twice. Uruguay shows us that even small countries can do amazing things. It's a country that overcame tough times to become a symbol of democracy and social progress, with some really good food. So, why should you care about Uruguayan history? Well, let me tell you. It's not just about the cows and the vast pampas. Uruguay has a rich and complex history that is often overshadowed by its larger neighbors, Brazil and Argentina. But this small country has a lot to offer in terms of historical significance and cultural richness. Well, it's a super interesting story about resilience, revolution, and the strength of people. From the early days of Spanish colonization to the fierce battles for independence, Uruguay's history is a testament to the indomitable spirit of its people. The country has seen its fair share of struggles, including civil wars and political upheavals, but through it all, the Uruguayan people have remained resilient and steadfast. It shows us that even small countries can make a big difference. Despite its size, Uruguay has made significant contributions to the world, from pioneering social reforms to being a leader in renewable energy. The country's progressive policies on education, healthcare, and human rights have set an example for others to follow. Uruguay may be small, but its impact is mighty. Plus, learning about other cultures helps us understand our own better. By exploring Uruguay's unique traditions, such as the vibrant carnival celebrations and the soulful tango music, we gain a deeper appreciation for the diversity of human experience. Cultural exchange fosters empathy and broadens our horizons, making us more open-minded and compassionate individuals. And who knows, maybe after learning about Uruguay, you'll want to try some mate, learn the tango, or even visit Montevideo. The capital city is a blend of old-world charm and modern vibrancy, offering a plethora of experiences for travelers. From its historic neighborhoods to its bustling markets and beautiful beaches, Montevideo is a city that captivates the heart and soul. Just don't ask for directions to the beach in Portuguese. They might not like that. While Spanish is the official language, Uruguayans take pride in their unique dialect and cultural identity. So, brush up on your Spanish, embrace the local customs, and immerse yourself in the rich tapestry of Uruguayan life. You'll find that this small country has a big heart and a lot of stories to tell.